What's goody to any and everybody who may be listening? Okay, let's go ahead back and get on the soulless because we gotta talk about this torture. Now I already talked about this torture before, like within the past few messages. But we got to talk about this again because this deserves a whole new message. The one about the teeth, because I'm getting more details about it. Now, I found this to be particularly disturbing. These creatures, because prior to this, I had never seen them. Now, this occurred at the end of the lifetime in the sacral. This was at the end of that after I had been sucked up after these individuals who contain nothing but black orbs, okay, sucked me up and pumped me with their black orbs. It's like they exchanged the energy, okay, and was sucking me up. Next thing you know, I see myself sitting in a chair. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing myself sit in a chair, swollen. I got on some sort of skirt or something. I'm seeing. I'm swollen, full of orbs, like almost like fat, but this is from the orbs. Face swollen, neck swollen, and cannot move my neck, which again was a staple, was one of my beauty staples. If you go back and watch this video where I said that, but anyway, swollen. And could not move my neck, could not move my head, could barely even look from side to side with just my eyes because of the orbs or the dark matter or the fear product, whatever the fuck you want to call that shit that belongs to these satanic creatures. Whew, girl. Okay. Now I gotta talk about that torture because the torture was horrific. But pretty much I have been tortured in between the lifetimes from every chakra anyway. But see, when these creatures were born as a result of the rape, okay, these soulless beings were born as a result of the raping of myself by my counterpart who was possessed by that beast, which translated into Octopussy. So these are, because they are still here, essentially Octopussy's children, torturing me after this lifetime. Back on this ship again, we're on this ship, and I found it disturbing looking at these creatures. And whew. But you know what stood out? What stood out to me the most about the creatures were the eyes. Their eyes. Gotta tell you about these eyes, baby. Now they don't look supernatural. They just look dark. They're dark. Even if they might be, a recessive color like green, blue, but they it's just the energy is dark. The energy behind the eye is dark. Okay, there is no emotion behind the eye. Okay, there is no light behind the eye. What you get is a cold and emotionless, barbaric look. Okay, that's what I noticed about these beings who were torturing me. Okay, and it was some of the worst kind of torture. But we gotta see, I already put a message up about that. The teeth. It's something that they did with this implant where they went all the way up inside of my palate, at the top of my mouth. Even though it could be said that I wasn't even grown, but this is something that they did with my soul energy. It was an illusion. Okay. But this was painful, a very painful experience, and they did it so that my teeth would not come out right. Again, so that I would lose beauty, or physical beauty anyway. Okay. But I gotta tell you about these creatures a little more. If you're looking at these creatures, Especially since I pierced the veil, the way I've studied them, these creatures are not beautiful. I haven't met one that was really stunning or beautiful in that way, in the physical sense. I have not. Okay, I used to look at them like they have the audacity. I was like, bitch, you got the nerve to give me the evil eye when you shaped like that. It be the ones who stomach spilled over, who minds and bodies are out of sync, movements do not. It's the, they don't even have inner beauty from the mind and the body being in sync. Because at least they could have that. But again, these are Octopussy's children. That old nasty, disgusting creature that Orumnilla was fucking on his tippy toes, which was really nothing but the reptile king anyway. This is their children through that union, through that incident where he was up on his tippy toes fucking the creature and nutting constantly. Which is again, I feel like this is why I was able to open my heart towards them and forgive them, and to want them to be freed of this, because I could see, I could still see the pain in them. Okay, these are Orumnilla's children by that old Octopussy when he was still up on his tippy toes, fucking at the bitch and nutting in her and mixing his semen with her toxic secretions. These are his and hers that I've had to deal with. Okay. When I had that heart chakra activation a couple of years ago towards him, it was like I wanted them dead. I wanted them gone. I wanted them fucking blown up into non-existence. But I sat with that energy for a while, and I couldn't believe it. I was crying and crying and crying about it, and I was like, man, these individuals have children, they have mothers, they have sisters, they have brothers, they have lives. I could not possibly want to disrupt that, because they do have sisters and children and brothers who are sold, and that would have affected them because again, these individuals were undetected. Okay, what else did I want to say about them? And it was the way that they were looking at me at this time. This is about 2 years ago. They would look at me, sort of like. Now the evil eye had completely stopped by then. Okay. But they were looking at me in some kind of way, which made me open my heart towards them. Okay. Despite all of that torture and them doing what they did at the end of the sacral, the lifetime in the sacral, and in between that lifetime, and even coming into this lifetime inside of those secret societies. Okay. However, it must be noted that although I do forgive them, it's still something that I just don't. Girl, I want you gone. I want you away from me. And I'm gonna agree to what the Most High, the Creator, has in store for you. I am. Because I still want you out of my sight. There's no reason for you to be in my face, in my sight. I don't care that you are amazed by the light. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.